What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Houston Productions video. I'm your host Lucas, as always, and I am here to bring you another What's Coming video. More specifically, we are talking about what is coming to Hulu in the month of March of 2023. So without further ado, guys, let's jump right in to see what Hulu's got coming. Alright guys, my first recommendation dropping on March 3rd, so right at the beginning of the month, is an Oscar nominee, and more specifically, a Best Picture nominee, and I'm talking about Triangle of Sadness. When a fashion model celebrity couple join an eventful cruise for the super rich, things don't go quite as planned. This is definitely one of those eat the rich type movies, the satires about culture and what wealth really is versus what it does to people. This movie looks pretty good. I have yet to see it because it's been pretty hard to find a good screening of it anywhere near me where I live, so I've been eagerly waiting till it hit a streaming service, and with the Oscars this month and Hulu deciding to drop this one early right before the Oscars, it is a great time to check this one out if you haven't done so. So be sure to check out Triangle of Sadness, dropping only to Hulu on March 3rd. And jumping right into my second recommendation, dropping on March 6th, so shortly thereafter, that first recommendation, Triangle of Sadness, is History of the World Part 2, a sequel to the 1981 film, History of the World Part 1. This has been, talked about and tossed around as an idea for quite a while, and, very much how Top Gun Maverick finally ended up coming out. History of the World Part 2 is finally going to be making its debut. So if you were a fan of the first one, make sure that you tune into Hulu on March 6th and check out History of the World Part 2. And that's going to bring us into my third recommendation, coming out on March 13th. Notice how I did not say debuting or dropping or premiering, because it is actually the Oscars live stream. If you're a fan of movies, if you are a fan of good storytelling and you just like watching celebrities, you enjoy red carpet interviews, definitely tune into the Oscars coverage that's going to be happening live on Hulu on March 13th to figure out, is that first recommendation, Triangle of Sadness, going to end up winning Best Picture? Who's going to take it? Tell me what you think down in the comments. Who do you think is going to win Best Picture this year? Is it going to be someone coming out of nowhere, like All Quiet on the Western Front, or Triangle of Sadness, maybe The Fabelmans, directed by Steven Spielberg? Either way, drop a comment down below. Let me know. Are you excited for the Oscars? Will you be tuning into Hulu's live stream? Who do you think the big winners are going to be? I'd love to talk about it with you guys. And that's going to bring me into my fourth recommendation, dropping on March 24th, only to Hulu, is a rom-com called Up Here. Now, I'm not the biggest rom-com fan. I find the tropes a little outdone. We've seen it all happen before. But I know that my wife is going to be very interested in seeing this one, especially with the plot line, which is an extraordinary love story. Oh, yes. Aren't they all? An ordinary couple ends up realizing that the biggest thing that might be keeping them from love, especially loving each other, is possibly themselves. Are they the ones blocking their own happiness? Are they the reason that they have yet to be, happy or find love? Tune into Up Here on March 24th on Hulu to find out. Is it them? Is it the other person? Or is it something else altogether? And that's going to bring me to my fifth and final recommendation of things hitting Hulu in the month of March of 2023. And this is another rom-com. Yes, Hulu's coming out with a couple of rom-coms this month, which I know is going to make my wife pretty excited. But this one is called Rye Lane, which is going to be dropping on March 31st. When a couple of youngsters, is how they described them in the plot summary, are dealing with bad breakups, they tend to bond over an eventful day in London. Now, this seems kind of vague, if you ask me. I think that there could have been a lot more depth that could have been added to the story, but I feel like it's intentionally leaving it kind of vague. It's not telling us what the eventful day was, what they're dealing with, who broke up with who, how long these relationships were, or anything like that. So I feel like it kind of gives a before sunrise type of vibe, where it's going to want you to really sit down and enjoy the story and enjoy the bonding that these characters go through in real time, so you as the audience kind of relate. So I might like this one. I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely going to be on the list of stuff to watch, but I don't know how high up on that list it's going to be. But there we go, guys. That's going to be my top 5 things hitting Hulu in the month of March of 2023. Go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know, what are you most excited to see? Are you really going to be watching the Oscars? Is it something that you just kind of think is only for Hollywood people? Either way, I would love to hear your thoughts on anything that is coming, or things that might be possibly leaving, or if there's something that you would like me to cover specifically on the channel, go ahead and drop a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe, that little subscribe card thing that's going to pop up over here, and then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up as well. And things like that really make the channel grow, and the channel's been growing a lot here recently, and I can't thank you guys enough. And with that being said, guys, I am your host Lucas here at Houston Productions, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy watching.